Grand Rising. I think a happy new year is another, don't you think? You know what's funny? I was actually guided into it purely because, as you know, it's we're now in the times of the battle of the Earth Devils versus Earth Angels. And we know Earth Angels always win. There seems to be a problem with narcissistic demons. And funny enough, I'll just give you a little story. I was um, in the town centre and I saw someone that I went to school with, and she was with someone else I know because obviously when I was in addiction, I used to smoke drugs with this person. I didn't recognize her this particular day, so boom, I spoke to my friend, give it the old Happy New Year malarkey, so forth and so forth. And the funny thing is, collective, this girl Joanne, I didn't recognize her because I don't know if it's karma or if it's just misfortune, but she did not look like the same as the last time I seen her. So when I seen this person looking at me as if to say, why I saying anything type thing, I was a bit aback. And then she went, I was wondering when you was going to say something. And I went, what? And I looked again, and that's when I realized her. So once I realized it was her, I was like, oh, I apologize, because obviously I was there for a few minutes talking with my other friend, Lisa. And yeah, it was so funny because she went, you're alive. And I went, what do you mean, alive? I'm thinking, is this girl high? So anyway, I'm like, what are you on about? And she was like, and when she said what she said, it made sense, really because what's been going on. Hence why they've been trying to block and hide my channel, so forth and so forth. So basically, she went, "Oh, you're alive," and I was like, "What do you mean alive?" And then she proceeds to tell me that either she saw an obituary or someone was walking around with a photograph of me, basically telling the community that I died on Christmas Day. This to me was hilarious because I was actually out on New Year's Eve, and the place I was at, I was getting the stares. I did notice that. And what's crazy is I knew from the fact of purely because the light you have within you irritates people's demons. So I'll go back to the original story in a minute, but basically this is what happened here. I'm still at the bar, uh, waiting for my date to come back from the toilet. And I felt the energy anyway. Do you know what I mean? I got a lot of love because, like I said, I've not seen some of these people for like, a good 10, 15 years. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I said my hellos, and I think he might have been like, I don't know if he was a security guard or someone's partner, or whatever the case may be. There was a mixed race guy with a bald head. Go figure, eh? The bald head, bald head. So anyway, I bought a soft drink, and this man came and stood literally inches from me. Now, mind you, I was already out, so if anything, you're encroaching on my personal space, basically. So anyway, I'm at the bar waiting for my date to come back from the toilet. I could literally see demonic energy manifesting in this guy's face because he had his hands on the bar, but then he started to clench up his fist, and then his face started to contort, like really like evilish. And I'm thinking to myself, is this at first I thought, oh, he's having a seizure. So I didn't like look at him directly. I kind of like looked at him from the corner of my eye just to weigh up the scene basically. So as I'm stood there, it's like his head started twitching, and I just knew, whatever entity it is chasing me. Obviously, they body jump. So anybody that's low vibration you're more susceptible to allow the entity to body jump into you. And obviously, alcohol, spirits, is a portal for these things. So it just makes it easy. It's like basically you're just opening the door to entities. And I know because when I was alcoholic, honestly, I drank white rum, and believe you me, yeah, it turned you into a different person. I can honestly say that, so I'm kind of glad I don't drink anymore. So anyway, this man's twitching. I'm thinking to myself, where's my like? Why is he taking so long inside this toilet? Like, not that I need savings, I can defend myself. Period. But anyway, so I kind of like moved away. Do you know what I mean? But I knew what it was. I knew exactly what it was because even I was in the Star and Garter. Even from the dance floor, I could see people. Like my energy is that powerful. I could see. Imagine you're in the dance floor dancing. Why are you bending your neck like a complete 160-degree angle to be staring at me still at the bar? But I just find it amusing because, like I said, I'm protected, so that doesn't even worry me. But anyway, this guy was he was manifesting some heavy demon because believe you me, the way his face was going, and because he pulled up his fist, obviously being a survivor of domestic abuse, um, I literally thought this guy was gonna hit me. So I'm just basically bracing myself, thinking if this guy swings, obviously I'm gonna duck. Do you know what I mean? Obviously I'm gonna duck. It's game on. Straight up and down, it's game on. But yeah, so I kind of moved away, and then he continued twitching, and then other people in the area, they noticed also. There was I think it was some type of security guard was at the bar, not at the bar, by the door, and they was all dressed in black. He noticed as well. So as I moved out of the way, he kind of came over, and it's like he had to physically turn the guy around, and then out of nowhere, the guy just started walking. But it was just that, it was just seeing that act like in front of me because before I'd never seen that before like that. I've seen it on like TVs or on the screen, but never in real life. Obviously, you can see from kind of people because when I used to walk or go out in the yard, and I would look at certain people, and it's like I could see beyond their skin. If that makes any sense. So I would see something else, and I literally thought it was me. Do you know what I mean? But because I was drinking then, I don't think I was taking more, but I could have been. But so I obviously put it down to something else. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, then the person, my date comes back from the toilet, and obviously I explained what was going on, and then he even said, "Oh, I felt a funny energy." Also, he said, whilst he came back from the bathroom, which was through the dance floor, he said he actually saw uh, two women. It was he said, like giving me the evils. So for me, if that is the case, I know my context is clear because I don't talk to people. So do I see it is the same community that's been engaging in this slander and defamation of character on my good name, might I add, just hence why they do what they did to my channel. Do you know what I mean? Just to stop me from progress, well, trying to stop me from progressing, thinking that they're trying to stop me from making money. That's not going to work because we're in judgment season, period. And these are the same people that have, since I was young, they engaged in stealing inheritances that was left for me, trust funds that was left for me, so say using power of attorney, which is bullshit, because these are the same people that used to drug me as a child and traffic me. Do you understand? But yet to act like I'm the one that's crazy, make that make sense, and purely for the fact of I built my channel from scratch, that's just really burning me. Do you understand? Because then it exposes all the lies and slander that they've been speaking on my name for these last few years, acting like, oh, she's hiding. I don't hide from nobody. That's a fact. And the fact that these people are now all receiving heavy karma just proves my point. Do you know what I mean? So when I even thought back to all the times where people betrayed me, it makes sense now. But I understand. I get why um, God blocked me from seeing these things. Obviously, there's something that I had to learn, and I get that now. I wouldn't have necessarily chose that experience. Absolutely not. Would not chose that experience. But I'm glad for the lesson. Um, Even to see people's true colors, because society they says to you to try and see the good in people. Not in 2025. From that behavior, people can say all they want to, but it's changed behavior. Do you understand? People are very good at um, lying and convincing others, which again I keep telling people about word ritual, but nobody listens, and that is a thing. Blatantly, it is a thing. So I'm half expecting the same narcissist that abused me, that made that I abuse him. How do you let that one out when I don't have no history of violence on my record, other than the lies these people told? Even paid people to lie and to insult to injury. They then proceeded to try and illegally marry me in the spiritual realm without my consent. So basically, that wasn't my free will. I never consented to that. Hence why they're getting such severe karma, rightfully so. But there's no reason for me to show them any compassion. I'm going to show you the same compassion you showed me, which was -0. Period. It is what it is. Doesn't matter what they do, they will never stop me. Ever. Do you understand? All the traps they so-called set for me, that I saw, or the spirit that they did on me, that I basically obliterated. Um, Even family members, and that's where it stems from. You see, this has been done since I was a child. But the point I'm trying to make is it was done to a lot of us, especially those of us that had a destiny. So these little secret societies, i.e. Masons, Illuminati, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Just like how they want to lie, I will obliterate them with the truth. Period. And yeah, my stepfather is a 33-degree Mason, and yes, he did molest me as a child. And then he pimped me out as a child. Do you understand? Even paid my friends to bully me into engaging into, or to coerce me to engage into other things, and putting me in a space where I was vulnerable and couldn't defend myself. Hence why I was in and out of care, which is why I made this channel in the first place. But it's really funny how they can steal everything from me my whole life to leave me in poverty and my children, but yet though, because no matter what they do to me, I keep coming back. That's the real issue. So if I'm not truly divinely blessed and truly divinely protected, why am I still here? Please tell me. Exactly. I rest my case. And if you look on TikTok, there was I actually took a picture of. Actually, let me see if I can find it. I think I screenshotted it, where it actually says about the different types of tactics that they use to steal from people. Do you understand? Where is it? Let me show. Let me show. Let me show. I think it would be in is it screenshots maybe? I think. Let's See, screenshots, that's it. Ah, excuse me, so where is it then? And that's another thing that keeps happening as well. Um, when certain photos seem to be disappearing and that sort of stuff, which makes no sense. I took a screenshot of it. I just go to something. I have no idea where it's gone. Yeah, because they hacked all my devices basically to do their BS, and I want them all prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. No, when I do find it, I have to come back up and where is it? I have to come back on and then repost it. But we all know the agenda. We all see the agenda. You know, the fact of the matter is they failed. Even that is when people act weird around you, just know what it is, and they're just worried if you know that they backstab you. Basically, that's what that is. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'm looking at a video that I took the other day. Yeah, so funny. Of of this guy in the this guy on the bus that was um behaving a certain way. Let's just say that. And I videoed it. I thought to myself, like, in this day and age, like, come on now. And basically, this is what they do. But yeah, let me see if I can. Actually, it might be on my TikTok. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't understand. If you screenshot things, then where is it? Do you understand? Like when it's like this is how you know that these people are full of it because they hack your fingers. So when you want to expose like truths, this is their way of keeping it from the public, basically. The people in other states post these videos. Do you know what I mean? As mad as that sounds, but yeah. And yeah, it's just nice that yeah, there's some bogus people on here. Oh, congratulations, you've won X, Y, Z. Well, I look like I was born 2 days ago. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, they keep trying to open doors and I'm not replying to nobody. Yeah, what they've been doing is with the technology that's out there, they've been um they've been I'm not sure if it's AI or some type of software where when they hack in your phone, if I send a text message to someone else, depending on what the text message says, they hack my phone and make it and steal that text message, but make it look like I sent it to them, and I'm not in contact with them. This is what they've been doing. And the funny thing is, it's just funny how I've been saying this for so long, but yet though nobody said a thing. And every time I said what I said, I've always been spot on. Always been spot on. So you've got to think to yourself, if they're going this hard, why? It's like because they didn't get the reaction they wanted. That's really what the issue is. Do you understand? So regardless if they want to hack my channel, steal my subscribers, I really don't care. Because at the end of the day, they're never going to stop me. Guess what? I'm still living, karma free, still loving my life. And the money they stole will come back to me tenfold. But putting someone in a fraudulent marriage, getting someone to imitate me, I'm thinking because they did it in a different country, they're not going to be found out. Wrong. Do you understand? That's what they've been doing. Then proceeding to file bogus claims in the court to further steal from you. Like they think they own you. You don't own nothing. From you cannot control what's between your legs. How dare you think you can have power or control over another human being? It doesn't work like that. The only person who has that authority is God. And they sure as hell are not God. End of. So yeah, I hope it was worth it. And their plans to reconcile, nobody's interested. Because do you really believe that after all the shit you've done, like not only have you stole my blessings, yeah, not only have you stole my blessings, you've stolen opportunities, you've done crime in my name, you've taken out credit in my name, you've put products in my name, all to sabotage me. Do you understand? And I knew something wasn't right from the minute my mum passed. Something wasn't right. You were all involved. Do you understand? All of you was involved, and you know it too. Hence why my disowned elder half sibling that came all the way from Spain was here for 5 days. Now I saw her brother in the pub that night, and I blatantly told him, and the look on his face was total horror. Do you understand? I said, yeah, this is what they've been doing. So he was like, oh, he said, no, it's not her, it's Aaron. Listen, they was all in agreement, they was all on one accord, so I'm not even hearing that. Do you understand? Secondly, the minute I asked her certain things, the vision that I was given, I knew she lied. She made up some cock and bull story that Mum so told her me to throw me off kind of thing. Do you understand? So that's it. So that was their excuse for abusing me the way they did. Not even that they abused my children. They was the ones who orchestrated everything in my life. And because they didn't teach me anything or guide me with anything, of course I'm gonna think that they're gonna have my and they never did. They were pretending to support me, which is a lie. Because anything I told them about something that I was doing that was good, they would then go behind my back and sabotage it. And now I know this, and I've chosen to just cut them off and not tell them anything. They try to strategically send people towards me to get information. Hence why they mess with my channel, because they know once I'm seen, people's gonna know that number one, I'm not dead. So that judge that sign off on that fake fraudulent death certificate, that fake birth certificate, that you trumped out, even forging my signature, you're not gonna get away with it. Do you understand? You're being purged out the energy, period. And you've got the audacity to try and bully me. That's why you know you can't come up on my live and hide and show your face. You know exactly what you've done. So I give you an E for effort. and a capital F for epic fail. And then you think you can steal my blessings. Are you dumb? Your karma is yours. Do you understand? You're the one walking around, jumping into third parties. And we all know Chief is for his men. Like you heard about that, what is it? That 70,000 online group of men that was discussing about abusing their wives, their sisters, their mothers, their daughters, XYZ. They're part of that organization. Mm. Because the fact of the matter is, my own stepfather molested me, which my mum allowed, you know? So, as bad as it is, I've forgiven her. But I hope she's in health suffering. It is what it is. Why would I sugarcoat it? You know? But I always believe in what goes around comes around. So whilst these people believe that they're stealing my blessings, what they have stolen, even doing things like making fake accounts, stealing my content, they stole 30 videos of my content, um, making fake platforms, making money off of my work. Are you dumb? But then trying to go to court and act like I stole your work. The proof's in the pudding. Do you understand? You've got someone out there pretending to be me. Yeah. Even Naomi, she's always hated. She's always been a hater. But I'm the crazy one. I'm not on any drugs. I'm not on any alcohol. I'm not on any medication. I'm of sane mind, body, and spirits. And because I'm chosen and they ain't, that's the real issue. But you got to think to yourself. My ancestors obviously knew before we even. My ancestors obviously knew when we was kids who was who for reasons why they chose me and not them. Do you understand? And just by what we're doing now proves my point. The fact that they stole the money that was left by my grandfather and my nan, and I also believe other family members, yeah. Take me out of the equation, yeah. What about my children? They even paid my firstborn to betray me, and she got 40 grand for it. So she got 40 grand for it. You can only imagine the amount of money that these people got. They've been able to live a life, a lavish life of luxury, off of my inheritances my whole life, whilst they sat there watching me struggle in poverty, laughing at me and poking fun. But guess what? God is great because they're getting it all back now. They are cursed for lifetimes, and rightfully so. They deserve it. Exactly that. I'm saying it's purely because it's apparent and it's become clear to me that they have been doing this my whole life, probably because the people that are on my way, anybody that supported me and was genuine to me and had my back, funny enough, if they couldn't be bribed, they was taken out. Yes. And I'm realizing that. Do you understand? So I'm sitting here nice. Hello, Chief. Mr. Warlock. How's the karma? Hmm? Still forging signatures? Huh? Still lying, trying. Oh, boo, you run away. Cowards. These people are cowards. And the funny thing is, they even try to astral project into your dreams to SA people. This is why God blocked them all from my energy, rightly so. But what I love is, they're never gonna stop me. I'm a force to be reckoned with, evidently, because I'm still breathing. This is how you know that these people are full of it because the same spirit they did on other family members that took them out is the same MO that they use time and time again. Because it worked for them in the past, they just assumed it was going to work for them in the present. Wrong. Do you understand? I am actually cut from a different cloth. That's what they're hating. So to try and illegally put me in a fake marriage for a third party, when really you like men, no boo boo, no boo boo. And I'm glad they're suffering, rightfully so. And to think that they can try and approach me later on down the line, thinking, oh, if I let time pass, I would never even give you a conversation. Any of you, you're dead to me, all of you. And there's nothing you can do, nothing you can say. And when you consent, that's going to change it otherwise. Just like all them corrupt cops you got to back you when you abuse me, all that's evidence. You understand? All that is evidence. And I hope Jeffrey has a very slow, painful death, because then he can spend the next 1,000 years on that special level in hell that is prepared just for people like that. So I know they see my mum in her dreams. I know she's haunting your ass. I know she's haunting you good. Now think, the amount of times people have poisoned me and I got sick and the hospitals covered it up. Even a car accident I was in and the police covered that up too. So they've done everything strategically to make sure I can never have nothing. That time is over. And you're going to pay for every single thing you've done. All of you. Rightfully so. Let the karma commence. So now this is my time. There's no one else you can pay. Any else you try and pay, all the kind of work you've done backfired. Backfired. All the death match you've done backfired. You're on your last legs. But yet there are these people, and it's also how you're going to know as well. How is it that they've all got the same STD, the incurable STD? But yet though, they're walking around claiming that they caught it from me. I never lie. And this is exactly what he is. A dark demonic warlock. That's his MO. I remember I'm not even his type. He doesn't even like females. He prefers men. What he doesn't realize is we all know that you're binded to that karmic that you married, you dumbass. Oh, nobody's pregnant. Yeah. Even fornicated with my other half sister. Naomi's always been like that. She's always been like that. Bitter. But this is the same Oompa Loompa that's a schizophrenic. This is the same Oompa Loompa that has diabetes. This is the same Oompa Loompa that's an alcoholic with her own child. How can you make your child an alcoholic just to have company? That's the most sickest thing I've ever heard. Do you understand? So it's like saying, not only do you want to destroy your own life, you want to take your child with you. That's another level of demonic evilness if I ever did see it. hmm So apparently, I died Christmas Day. So the fake death certificate that they drummed up to further steal, because obviously the life insurance that they put on my head, they've got money off of that, but they can't explain why am I still breathing. I Yeah, they want to act like I did it. Come on now. But people are aware of it, so that's what that matters. And me living in isolation, for me, that was the best thing they could. That was the best thing they ever did, actually. And I'll tell you why. Because then it gave me a chance to really home in on my skills. Do you know what I mean? Even that, um, outside of this platform, which is irrelevant, I've done courses, I engage with groups, and I have people that can speak very highly of me actually. hmm So, secret covens, even in churches that I expose, you people try to sacrifice me. No, boo boo. 2025, ain't gonna fly. Sorry. And I will continue living my best life. Do you understand? While these people continue to be the same covert bums they've always been, running around with their STDs, trying to hold on to people's energy that they had no consent to steal in the first place. How about that? I think you don't know about all that, yeah? That revenge porn shit you've done. So that explains why all the crimes you did actually commit on me, those corrupt police officers, you're going down. Period. And those corrupt government workers that were also involved because you all got a piece of my inheritance, you had no authority at all. Do you understand? And I hope the wrath of God is relentless in your lives. Mm-hmm. Because that makes me celebrate. Just like how I know that I was seen out New Year's and I angered people. But now, my demonic sister, well, not sister, 'cause I've already denounced that bitch already. The one that lives in Spain, your brother knows exactly what you've been up to. Because I told him, like an hour, Carmi, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. Epic fail. But you thought, oh, this would be easy, innit? Wrong. And now I'm gonna go out and continue to enjoy the rest of my day. I do every day. Deuces.